objetivo es que se alce la voz de los jóvenes, que se nos escuche, porque creemos que muchísimas veces se nos silencia, no se quiere escuchar lo que decimos y creemos que tenemos mucho que aportar porque somos un colectivo muy grande de la sociedad y porque somos el relevo generacional que va a encargarse del futuro de nuestro país.
My name is Obianuju Ekelcha, and I am a Nigerian woman, and I am the founder and president of Culture of Life Africa, which is an African pro-life organization. Now, I started doing pro-life work in 2012 when I heard that the wife of Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, Melinda Gates, was raising a lot of money to bring in contraception into Africa, to bring in contraception for African women, something that African women did not actually ask for. So I decided that I was going to write an open letter to her, and that became the open letter to Melinda Gates, which went viral and was translated into many languages, including Spanish. Now, ever since I wrote that open letter to Melinda Gates, I have been going around speaking to people about the African view of human life, how the Africans understand life, how the Africans appreciate the sanctity of human life. I have also been trying to write a little bit more about how, these views that the Africans have, how they want to keep it, but how we have been under pressure. We have been under so much pressure to change our views and to change our values and to change the way we see things. So this has been my job, and this has really been the work of Culture of Life Africa. So what has been happening, people might ask, around the world? It's actually quite telling that even though most of the African countries, 50 out of 54 of the African countries have refused to legalize abortion, but whenever Western countries come to Africa, or whenever they have contact with our African leaders, they're trying to put African leaders under pressure to legalize abortion. They're telling African leaders that African women need abortion in order to be emancipated, in order to be free, in order to be more developed, in order for our healthcare to be better, that we need abortion. And anybody who listens to this and who is truthful would know that this is actually a lie. That Africans do not have abortion, not because we don't know what abortion is, but we don't have abortion because we don't want abortion. The Africans have rejected abortion as a direct attack on human life. So the Western countries come in to tell us that we need to legalize abortion, that we need to be like them and have legal abortion. That is colonization. That is the neo-colonization that they're trying to take Africa back to. And we don't want that. Now, they are using all kinds of methods and all kinds of means and all kinds of opportunities to push this kind of extreme view for abortion. They are trying to tell our leaders these things by giving us humanitarian aid money that is attached to some kind of reproductive rights. So in a way, this is trying to corrupt our African leaders with money and with gifts and with grants and with funding that is linked one way or the other to abortion or contraception. They are doing this through organizations like the United Nations and even the European Union, who are trying to make it as a recommendation for Africa in order for us to have abortion, that things would be good. The European Union, for example, many of the European Union countries had a fundraiser where they raised 181 million euros for what they call the Safe Abortion Fund. But the Africans do not need 181 million euros in order to promote abortion. What we need that money for is for healthcare. What we need that money for is for education. We need that money to preserve our lives and the lives of our children. We need that money to keep Africa in peace. So why can't people come together and join Africa in this age that we want to be free? And anything against that indeed becomes the neo-colonization.
Émile Duport, je suis français et en parallèle de mon activité professionnelle, j'ai été engagé depuis 15 ans pour encourager le respect de la vie en France. Et dans ce cadre-là, j'ai lancé un mouvement qui s'appelle les Survivants, qui regroupe tous les jeunes qui sont nés après 75. 75, c'est l'année où a été votée la loi Veil qui légalisait l'avortement. Et il faut savoir qu'en France, on a 800 000 naissances pour 200 000 avortements. Ce qui fait qu'en fait, chaque jeune qui est né après 75 avait une chance sur 5 de ne pas naître. Et donc, ce qui est important pour nous, c'est de dire à la société française, l'avortement évidemment concerne les femmes, mais concerne aussi tout le monde, puisque finalement un avortement c'est souvent un échec collectif. Donc voilà, on organise des actions événementielles, on va à la rencontre des gens pour parler du sujet, on agit aussi beaucoup sur le digital. Par exemple, si je peux vous donner un exemple, on a profité de la mode autour du jeu Pokémon Go, où en fait on a proposé, on est allé taguer les 200 arènes de jeux à Paris en proposant un site web en disant si Pikachu n'était jamais né, et on proposait finalement à tous les gamers d'aller se rendre sur un site et de vivre une expérience où finalement une femelle Pikachu tombait enceinte et où tous les protagonistes du jeu finalement lui conseillaient d'avorter, et on demandait à la fin aux spectateurs de choisir s'ils voulaient interrompre ou pas la grossesse de Pikachu. Donc voilà, c'est en utilisant ce biais finalement de l'actualité, on a réussi à sensibiliser beaucoup de gens.
El título del Congreso les pedimos la palabra pues precisamente porque creo que es nuestra voz la que más se debe escuchar en la defensa de la vida, porque para empezar creo que somos los principales afectados. O sea, yo cada vez que vengo a una cosa de estas pienso, ¿por qué estoy haciendo esto? Y realmente no lo estoy haciendo por defender ninguna ideología, o sea, no hay nada exterior que me lo imponga. Es encontrarme con chicas como yo, con mi edad, que están solas y que las obligan a abortar, o que se ven totalmente solas y desesperadas y les dicen, esta situación te viene grande, tienes que abortar, tú no puedes con esto, aborta, un hijo es un desastre, aborta. Y es gente como yo, gente joven, gente de 21 años, gente de 16 años, de 17 años. Entonces creo que tenemos bastante más que decir los jóvenes en este tema que los que lo viven desde fuera y que simplemente hablan de derechos en abstracto, de libertades en abstracto. O sea, es nuestra libertad, son nuestros amigos, son nuestros hermanos, es nuestro ambiente, y al fin y al cabo es la sociedad en la que vamos a vivir nosotros y en la que vamos a crecer y vamos a educar a nuestros hijos. Entonces creo que nuestra voz no es que sea superflua, es que es la más importante.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah Mills. I'm from Canada. I'm a 20-year-old pro-life activist, and I'm here at the first Congress by Vida. This has been a great day. We've heard so many different presenters from all across the world. This morning I talked about my position on the issue of abortion. So I come from Canada, and I have a different perspective when it comes to pro-life issues. So I introduce myself as being pro-woman, pro-choice, and pro-life, and I do this because I study feminism, and I'm trying to find a way to explain the pro-life movement using certain feminist arguments, because at the end of the day, being pro-life is about fighting for women, and it is about fighting for choice. And so this is what we were talking about this morning. We were also looking at the need to look beyond the political sphere, to not just focus on changing the laws, but also focus on changing the hearts and minds of people in society. So we are talking about the need for education, the need to answer difficult questions as pro-lifers. And so it's been a great time of awareness and education. And part of what this conference is all about is by saying that we as young people ask permission to speak. And we're asking permission to talk about this issue because this issue affects our generation on a level that is unprecedented. It affects our generation more than almost any generation in history. And so we are saying that as young people, this is an issue that affects us, this is an issue that we care about, and it's an issue that we want to see shift in our different countries.